Hi friends, welcome back. This is Manjunath Chandraya. Today's session we'll be learning how to use if function. There are a lot of people think if function is difficult to use and a lot of confusion in it. But if you understand the logic clearly, then it is very simple and easy to use and very helpful function. Let's start. So have a basic if sheet. First of all, we need to know what is if function. As the description says, the if function does a logical text test on a particular cell, returns one value for a true result, another for a false result. So what it trying to say is, it's going to test a particular cells based on our criteria and returns either two results. One is true result or the false result. So let's take a example. If Raju wants coffee or tea, so we are testing Raju with a logical question asking whether he likes tea or coffee. So there are two options. Either he can likes coffee or tea. So we're testing Raju. Raju is nothing but a cell. And we're giving a criteria as coffee or tea. Based on that, we'll find the result. Let's try an example. Let's take the Raju say example. Say Raju likes coffee. Okay. This is the criteria we are trying to search. So we don't know what's in the cell H4 logical test. So we are testing this cell whether he likes our coffee. We are putting a formula here. Let's use if function if open bracket. So we are not given anything here. Say logical test. We are testing this cell. So what we are trying to test is equal to either you can go and select this cell here coffee or you can write it here. So since we are writing a text, so you need to always start with the double quote coffee in with double quote. So true value. So as per our criteria, Raju likes coffee. So true is coffee. So again, give as coffee, or you can give as true. Let's give as true. So we are trying that to true. So I am opening the double quote and ending with the double quote. The false again. If he is not the logical test is failing, then it will be false. So let's select this, right? So I given the so see right now we are not uh, entered anything in H4, so it's showing a false result here. Let's click OK. Since nothing is there, showing a false result. Let's put coffee here, right? So now you can see it has changed to the true value because we have already specified the criteria as coffee. So we know that if this cell falls into coffee equals to coffee, then it should be true or false. So so you can see here. So for the text, we are given the double quotes. So let's say he likes tea. So you can use this function. A lot of people directly write the formula. That is also fine. So what's the difference between using this is writing? So sometimes you forget. Uh, say example, you're not able to write if you miss a comma. Here it use the easy option of where to fill what. So if function. So if you click on this, you have the three tests. So you easily input what necessary fields into the respective box. So logical text again, we're selecting this. So here we are trying to select instead of criteria coffee, we select as tea. Let's see. So equals. So again double quote T in with double quote. So now if it's T, then it should be true. Again double quote true. Close it. False. If it's not now, now you see, now it shows false because we are given the criteria as T here. So we are searching for a T. Since it is coffee, it doesn't going to pick. Once you change the cell to T, it changes to true. So true or false, anything you can give. So you can give as T. He likes tea. He doesn't like coffee. Something like that. You can give a comment. That we try doing it going forward. As we have three examples to see. And It's very simple and easy. You should understand the three logics here. Let's try an example. So let's go into the other sheet. So we have example one, a function. We have the names of the students, their score, and we are trying to find the result. So what's criteria? So first of all, if function, we need to know the criteria. So our criteria is 35% scoring, passing score. So criteria is we are able to find the criteria. So anybody who achieved 35 and above have the passing score. They are pass. People who are less than 35 are failed. So so we have the criteria. So we want to search this in these cells. Let's start the function result. If open bracket, we can use this function logical test. So you are testing this cell. So what we are trying to test, passing 35% passing score is nothing but 35 and above. 35 is greater than, so we'll put greater sign or equal, because if a person achieves 35 also passed, so we are putting equals, then give the number. So for numbers we no need to put the double quotes, only the text, any special characters you need to start with the double quote, end with the double quotes. So the value, if it's true, so what's the value you are seeing, passing, right? If anybody achieved 35 and above is passed. So since it's a text, we'll start with the double quote, pass, end with double quote. And what is the false result? If he is not achieved, what will be the result? In that case, failed. Again, double quote, failed. So now click OK. See, as the result is giving on the cell because it is achieved 35. Let's click OK. Now you see, right? See, the Sam has achieved 35. So yes, is failed. So let's say, let's put it as 37. See, now the sign is changing. So very simple. So first of all, we need to know the criteria. Criteria is 35 and above are passed. This is the criteria. First you need to know the criteria. Then the formula you can go ahead and apply. So very simple now guys. So you can copy the formula down a number of times so that it gives the result. Right. Let's move on to the next example. Example 2. Here it is little bit changed. Example 2 as, okay, we have the names and the sales for the month and the target. So say example, this salesman's has made sales for the month of 1000, 6000 and 2000, and the target is nothing but monthly targets. Each person may have a different target depending upon what product they are selling. So these are the actual targets, but they have achieved only these sales for the month. We need to find. So first of all, we need to know what criteria we are trying to search. So the criteria is achieved or not, whether they achieved the target or not. That we need to find using if function. So that's a criteria we are going to search here. If equals, okay, click on this instance function, logical test. We are testing this cell. Now is the challenge where you can see sales and we have two cells here. So we need to check the target and the actual sales. So how are you going to do? Since let's say this cell sales greater than or equal, sorry, greater than or equal to. So what we are trying to do, C6 sales, if the sale is more than 5000 or equal to 5000, so we are going to select this cell. So now we are not typing the a number here because the target is changing for each cell. The other person is 5000, the next person is 4000. So if you give 5000 here, it will be a constant. So based on this cell, you should pick. So now you say sales of a person is greater than or equal to the target that you have given here. If it's equal to the target, then is achieved, right? So since it is a text, we'll start with the double quote. Achieved. Okay. So not, next is false is nothing but it's not achieved. Not achieved. Close the double quotes. See now, I copied the formula down. So this person have not achieved the target because here his sales is 1000, whereas the target is 5000. The next person's sales is 6000, the target was 5000, so he has achieved the target. The other person is 2000 sales, but the target was 4000, he has not achieved. Right? See, when you, some people directly type the formula here, that is also fine. So if you're typing, then you need to add a comma. Comma is nothing but for the next cell. So if you type this function in logical test, then you need to give comma, then you need to give the true value, then you need to give comma again, and then comma and the close bracket. Since you're using this, you can avoid giving that comma and the brackets. It may work sometimes if you are using a multiple functions as we go to the further. Sometimes it may not work. You are doing manually from here. It's also helpful. Let's see. So this you understand, guys. So we are using it two criteria. Earlier was one criteria, but here two things. We're trying to check the two cells, then get the result. Let's move on to the third example. So here we have a multiple if function. So we have the student's name, the score. So we need to find the result. As per the first, when we did the first example, we just put anybody who crossed 35 and above as passed, irrespective of ES crossed 75, 60, 80. Whereas now the criteria has changed to multiple. Say if he is less than 35 fail, greater than or equal to 35 and less than 49 is third class, greater than or equal to 50 but less than 59 second class, greater than or equal to 60 and above is first class. So we have four criteria. Where earlier we had only two things, like either true or false, either achieved or not achieved, pass or fail. But here we have four criteria. So here a little bit tricky. But if you understand the criteria and if you able to put it on a step by step, your if function works well. So one more thing very important that we need to keep in mind when you adding a multiple if function, you should always start from the bigger number to the smaller number, descending order, highest to the lowest. Very important. So you should not start the function using first function as 35, then 30, 35 and above, 50 and above, 60 and above. Not like that. We need to go by first 60 and equal to above, 50, then 35 and above, then should be the last. Why? Because first of all, if you go by ascending, if you go by smaller numbers, if something falls in the 75, it picks that same amount because anything greater than or equal to 35, so it takes this criteria. So you need to go by the highest number to the lowest number. Okay, let's start the if function here. If, oh, I will use this function. Let's see we are able to use this function box. So logical text. So what you are testing is we're testing this cell as what. So since we are, as I told, I need to go by the higher number, which is the highest number is 60. So we'll just go ahead and say greater than or equal to 60 should be, what is the result? First class. So you can go ahead select as the open with the double quote, first class. So false. So we can't give a false since we have multiple criteria. So if you give false, so then it will take everything as false. Only shows anything is greater than 60. Let's leave it blank. Now you see it gives only false. Only it shows you result where is above 60. But this we achieved. But we need to achieve the, if this is, if it is, this is say above 60 first class, that is fine. If it less than 60, then what should be the next criteria? So we need to add again. Since we are not given the false function, we go and add the again the if function. So here we are not going to use this box. we'll use directly here. So I have put the first criteria, it's working fine. So you're able to find the answer, right? Again, I'll go to this function here. So I closed. Remember friends, when you putting a function or any other functions, this open bracket and close bracket is nothing but you're closing that function. Uh, Maybe you're completing that the entire function. So we are not completing here, so we need to remove the bracket. So when you remove the bracket, you can see this options turning up. So if you put a comma now, because we are not using that insert box, we need to put a comma. Value if false. So while if it's false, but you have three criteria: second class, third class, and fails. So what is next criteria? Is second class. So what you can do is just copy this formula again. I'm just copying this formula. I've added a comma. For the false, you can see this color highlighted here. False. I'm putting the same formula down here. So everything is same. I'll just go ahead and change the criteria as 50. Right? Second is 50, right? Anything greater than or equal to 50 should be second class. I'm just going to change the text here, true value, as second. So you can see the second true value. So you can see a comma here. So once you give a comma again, so it goes to the false. Now let's close and check whether you're able to get the second criteria. Let's hit OK. Hit OK. So we are not getting this because it's less than 30. Yes, still we are getting because it is matching the first criteria. Let's change the amount to 51. Now you see it is taking second class because first function will go and check above this cell as above 60. Since it is not above 60, the false, again we started with the function, says again it will go and test a logical test again on this criteria 50. Then if it is matches, then you use the true value. So since we are not given the false, it has comes as a false here, right? It's very simple. So again, since we are not completing this function because we have two more to do, so we'll remove the brackets. So since you can see two brackets, because we are open with the one bracket here and again one bracket, so we are closing with. So always remember, if you open with the two brackets, you should always close with the two brackets here. Let's remove these brackets. Now if you remove again, we end up with the false function we have not given. So put comma again, copy this formula again till here. Yeah, if you till the class comma. So third function is 35. So I just go ahead and change it to 35 and just in the double quote add it as third class. So now, so if you leave hit enter also, it takes a bracket. So we are not giving the false function, so still pending. So we end up with the true. If it is greater than or equal to 35, it gives third class. Just hit enter. So because it's asked you, because we are not given the brackets, you can see three brackets here. So we are using a three functions now. So now still it is not taking because it is less than 35. Let's put 35 and above. Now you can see third class. So you're able to find the third criteria also getting third, second criteria, first criteria. So all you're able to put it in this formula. So one is pending is false. Since false is the last option here, open the bracket because we are not done with the formula, comma to when you give the comma false function. So we can directly give it as false now because it is we have given the first class, second class and third class. And final is if it doesn't falls in any of these three criteria, obviously it should be fail. So you can directly give it as fail in the false. Just put double quote fail fail and hit enter. So now just change this cell to 34. Now what it does is it will go and check this first criteria is greater than or equal to 60. Since it is not greater than or equal to 60, the first class criteria is not met. So next, what is the false? Since we started with the if function, it's going to check this cell whether it is greater than or equal to 50. Since it is not there, so True value was second class. Since it is not able to find, again false function, again we started with the if function. So again here it go and check whether it is greater than or equal to 35. Since that is also not falling here, the last option is fail. So we are directly putting it as failure. Or even you can go ahead and copy this formula. See, again I'll do that in case you feel why I'm just adding it here. I'm just tilting all this. Again I have started with the if function. You can go ahead and give it as less than. So since I'm not giving as equals, because we are already given for 35 here, anything less than 35 should be fail. So just put fail and double quotes close with the bracket. So I'm using only one bracket, so it will go ahead and correct the with the all respective brackets. Now you can see still it takes. So only thing, first you put one criteria, copy that, see whether it is working fine, then put the next criteria for the false and search whether it is working fine. So you should go by step. If you do step by step, you are not going to miss the function or anything. So majorly you need to focus on the brackets and the comma and the double quotes for any text. And it's very simple. I know if you keep working on the function, probably you will understand and use, but keep in mind only three, it has three criteria. One is logical text, true or false. Keeping that in mind, if you try putting this function, it's very helpful and very easy. I hope the session was interesting. If you find the video was interesting, kindly subscribe, hit the bell icon for more interesting videos and learnings. Thank you for your time. Happy learning.